Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Tell us really what drives you 35 years of entrepreneurial journey.
Primarily, I would say it's the passion of doing something different, going out of the beaten track and trying to devise something new, something that serves the people, that serves whether it's a niche area of musicians or a niche area of aerospace and defense. It's primarily to prove that I'm capable of providing solutions different from most others and doing something positive for the country.
If we talk about your two businesses, they're really at the end of two spectrums, right? One is in the aerospace, other in the musical instruments. Tell us a little bit about that.
As a child, I was exposed to music because my mother was a musician. My sister is still a musician, and there was a lot of music at home. My father also used to be very fond of music. But as I started learning music, this is when I felt the need for aids. And since I was already an electronics engineer, I said, why not I think of devising something new that could help not only myself for my practice, but also if it could help other performing musicians. And that's how this whole business of electronic musical instruments started. The other passion was when I was in school in Bangalore. I used to find these fighter aircraft and trainer aircraft of HAL flying in the skies, and I used to be fascinated by them. I used to go to British Council and borrow those flight magazines, and then started making models, and that's how I got fascinated about aerospace industry as a whole. And subsequently, when I graduated, I wanted to get into HAL as a designer, and that's what I did.
Tell us, what are the difficulties or challenges that you may have to face to make your passion your business?
Passion is part of every entrepreneur's initiative. And if you're passionate, you're more likely to succeed than a person who's not passionate about whatever he or she is trying to do. But beyond that, beyond the passion, you also need to cultivate your capability of marketing your ideas or productionizing your ideas, creating new services, being innovative, meeting people and getting the business. And that's the professional side of a business, apart from the passion.
We've seen a lot of emphasis lately on Make in India. How do you think that's going to be a reality?
I feel that every Indian businessman has to capture the opportunities instead of allowing foreign companies to come and dump their goods here and sell. We need to create the products that we need for ourselves, consume them, and then innovate further and take it to the next generation and the third and fourth generation of the products, including the technology.
In terms of government impetus or policies, what are your expectations? What do you think needs to change?
First and foremost, almost every industrialist is looking forward to some changes, improvements in the labor laws. That's the primary concern, not only for Indian entrepreneurs, but also for people from abroad who want to come and invest here and set up businesses. I think one needs to look at it holistically and make the government facilitate all kinds of business, rather than say you need to do this or you do this, I will give you permissions, and asking us to run around to 10 or 15 independent organizations.
And lastly, take us through that crucial decision-making process, if you have any tips for entrepreneurs on that front.
First and foremost, I would like to say that it's not easy to take decisions, but that's where I say that the starting point for an entrepreneur, or for that matter any manager, is to develop that self-confidence, saying, yes, I'm capable of taking a hard decision.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time and the insights.
My pleasure.
Tell us some of the initiatives that ITC Infotech is taking to foster innovation for startups.
I think a very sustained effort is needed in order to nurture innovation. Innovation is not lip service.
The key differentiator for the Hive platform is its ability to connect with users. Hive has also collaborated with Indian designers and artists to create an interface that the designers themselves would want in their phones.